Hello and welcome to episode 11 of the I'm Playing podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Alex Nickel, aka Think the Monkey. Joined today, I have Alec Ward, aka Alex Pillett.
Hi everyone.
Hi Alec, how you doing?
Yeah, not too bad.
We have again our guest podcaster who was on a few weeks ago, and I want to say we wanted to bring him back, but quite frankly we were short on numbers.
The fans made you bring him
The
back.
fans made it. Which of course is Robert Nickel, aka Muddy Mud Rob. How you doing?
I am good.
Now this is kind of a monumentous occasion because it's the first time that Conrad isn't on the podcast.
True.
And I think this is when the podcast starts.
Yeah.
So this is when it gets good.
See, I was going to say this is when the podcast falls to pieces.
No, this is when we get to finally give the fans what they want, and that's just more
Alex and
more
Rob.
of,
Is there
more
not
of us.
an Alex Pillett's corner?
What's
Oh,
that?
yeah, what are we going to do about the
about
question?
Conrad's convo.
Oh, can we do an Alex?
Oh,
Answer.
Alec asks.
Alec asks. There we go.
There you go. That's
Christ,
the signal.
no, I need to come up with a question.
Robert's rhyme.
And now you need to come up with a rap.
Robert's rap, yeah.
Yeah.
We'll have an Alec asks.
I'll,
Yeah, we'll do
I'll
that.
quickly look up the lyrics to some. I'll do a medley. Sort
A
of.
medley.
A medley.
A medley.
A medley.
Medley.
See, it's already falling apart.
Exactly.
He's only been gone for like a few seconds.
Not
he's
even
only
a minute.
He's only been gone for less than a minute. What have I just done?
Ah!
He's only been gone for a minute and 42 seconds. This is dreadful. I think what we do now, without Conrad, is what we do is talk about the games we, of course, been playing this week.
Yeah.
And I went away to Belgium, so I didn't play anything. But I did play some stuff, and I want to talk about that stuff as well.
You didn't play anything, but you did play some
Yeah.
stuff.
But so I played, and I think it's overdue. We talked about this, and we finally got it. And Rob played it, I played it, which is Octodad, right? And Octodad is like,
Oh yeah.
half of Octodad is really clever, really funny, and half of it makes me want to put my fist and ram it through the screen.
Made you want calamari.
Yeah.
Oh.
And the only reason Rob played it was because he was watching me play it, and then I went, nah. I stood up, went, if you beat this for me, by the time I come back upstairs, I will like kiss the hell out of
You
you.
brought me Haribo, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
I went and bought
nice.
him. I actually went and bought him Haribo. By the time I come back, he'd done the level, and I was bewildered, but I didn't stop to question why. I was
it had
just
been done,
so
yeah.
relieved it was
Does that
done.
mean I'm a better Octodad than?
No, because Octodad's it's
No.
basically just like you hold the mouse button down and shake the mouse about, and 90% of the time you're going to fail, and obviously 10% of the time you get to the top.
It's
And Rob was just lucky.
hokey gaming.
You literally just lucky, yeah. Octodad the concept is hilarious. So for those who don't know about Octodad, Rob, do you want to explain what Octodad's about?
Octodad's great. So you play an octopus, no, squid. Is it an octopus or a squid?
Well, I don't know, Rob. It's called Octodad. So what do you think it is? An octopus
He
or a
looks
squid?
like a squid.
Yeah.
He looks like a squid.
Squids look very much like octopus.
He definitely looks like an octopus. He's got like the big round head
Yeah.
and like the
Alright.
6
But
or
you
8
play-
legs.
8 legs. Like,
Oh.
are we both fucking retarded? Here?
Yeah.
Octopus has 8 legs, and he's an octopus because it's Octodad,
Whereas squids have 6 legs.
and it would be called Squidodad.
Squidodad,
Okay.
which just doesn't make any sense.
Well-
Is it also called the dadliest catch?
The dadliest catch.
It is dadliest catch.
Octodad, the
The
dadliest catch.
Nice.
Okay. Well, you play an octopus who is living in society, wearing a suit. I don't know how that came about, but you have a human wife and human kids.
Again, that's just weird. I don't know how that
Weird.
Because the game starts off with you getting married. So
Okay. I'd imagine the
one would
original-
assume that the kids were there from a previous marriage, but
Okay.
that's unconfirmed. They call him Dad.
Alright.
So-
they call him Octodad.
No, they
Alright.
call him Dad. So I really have no idea. Either the kids have just warmed to him because they're young enough to have warmed to a new dad.
Yeah.
An
Or-
octopus is bastard children.
Or they're half octopus. But it doesn't come across like that.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe there's a development later on in the game.
And basically, you go around, you try and live an everyday life as an octopus, go to various activities and have a bit of fun.
But you pretend to be a human whilst
Yeah,
actually being an
you're wearing a
octopus.
suit, so I assume you want to be a human. But then people throughout the game catch on that you're not a man,
Okay.
and they come after you. But you have to navigate various situations. But
So the aim of the game is to not be an octopus.
Yes.
Yeah.
They're terrible. It's fair. Okay. Bottom line. What Rob said is basically true story, but the interesting thing is, so you've got a bar at the bottom of the screen. That bar will fill if you bump into things, bump into people, and that's almost like a notice bar. Like, if that bar fills, you're caught. People know you're an octopus.
Yeah.
And my review went up. My review is going to come up very soon for the website where I go in a bit more detail. But there's some really cool ways that bar fills. Where it starts off, okay, you bump into things, bump into people, that bar's going to fill. There's a really great bit in the game, fairly towards the start, where you are in a aquarium and you have to plug these holes as the water slowly fills, right? But the water fills and you go under the water, but the bar will start to raise because people are going like, how the hell can you stay underwater for that long without breathing? So it's clever in a way that people notice you as well. And then there is this, early on there's this random chef that knows you're an octopus, so he tries to kill you like multiple times, which is very frightening the first time it does it. He bursts through this fence and tries to kill you with a lawnmower. So but comically it's fantastic, and the whole situation is brilliant, and it's almost part of this wave of go simulators and all this stuff. So this wave of wacky, crazy, random games, and I thought it was. I've played it on Mac and PC, so I played it with a mouse and a trackpad. Definitely easier with a mouse.
Yeah.
It was one of those things like a couple of the episodes I was on last time. I mentioned I was at Eurogamer this year, and it was one of them things that you saw, and it's just...
You're a Eurogamer this year.
Yeah, this year.
Last year. You were in Eurogamer this year, so you've travelled into September. What was Eurogamer like this September, Rob?
The last Eurogamer, I should say. And then it was one of the things, showing you... So obviously there's the big events that you like, the ones that you remember.
Yeah.
But there's always the little games that you walk past, you play for 5 minutes, and you're like, alright, I'm good, like, this is in my mind in the back, like, just what I'm thinking about. And this was one of the ones I played. Played it on the PlayStation. So
PS4.
PS4.
Okay.
At there, and I got infuriated with it, but then I didn't really have a chance to sit down because, like, with the where you are, the environment, people are waiting in, so you don't really have a good chance. And it was the wedding level I played, so there's a one where you have to pick up the ring and you have to try and flail your arm about with this ring to try and get it on your wife's hand. And I ended up being like, you know what, I'm going to see what else is around. But I remembered it, and then when Alex said he's got it and I can get another chance to play, I sort of jumped to the opportunity because I was like, yeah, there's this game that I sort of I noticed.
It definitely sounds like the sort of game that would stand out. Probably because of the wackiness, but then it's an indie game, isn't it?
Yeah, so. I guess but I guess it is an indie game by clarification. But then, of course, it's coming out for the PS4, so it's going to get some traction to it, I think.
Yeah, I think because it definitely started as an indie game, and I think sometimes indie games have to have something a bit wacky about themselves. Otherwise, people aren't really going to pick it up if it's just like a crap version of Skyrim or a crap version of FIFA or something. People aren't going to bother playing it.
It's niche.
Exactly, you've got to be niche. Indie games have got to be niche. What game?
I don't know. Rob started playing this game. It's like Doodle Jump mixes of Flappy Birds. I've had 2 goes on it while I've been talking. The feeling I just got when I won that race was absolutely freaking unbelievable. I haven't felt that way in ages.
So what it is?
What's it called?
It's called Doodle Jump Race.
Oh, well, there you go.
Doodle Jump Race.
And also, so they said, what have you been playing before we started talking to what were you playing? I was like, I haven't really been playing much this week, so I'm going to look what's on the App Store. And I was like, new, and I saw the little monster from Doodle Jump in there, and I was like, it's right, there's a new Doodle Jump. So the premise is, it's based on Flappy Bird. You play the little Doodle...
The Doodle guy.
The Doodle guy with a jetpack, and it's based like Flappy Birds. You're propelling forward and you have to press to get through these vines, but you race against 3 random people online that you get hooked up to.
But if you hit the barriers, you don't die, you just get knocked back, so you sort of keep getting knocked back.
That sounds a lot less frustrating.
Yeah. And it's pretty good.
But I had 2 goes, I just won my second ever race. It's pretty good. I love Doodle Jump. What?
Second by 0.28 seconds.
What? I won! I crossed the line way before him.
To those...
Motherfucker.
to those listening...
I lost by 0. I was ahead of him.
Alex lost by 0.08 seconds
Which is a new world record for
Which-
losing.
That is photo finish.
I was ahead.
You guys
of
talk
him.
about some crap whilst I play this.
Yeah. That's pretty good.
Download it if you're curious, because we've played 3 games and it's pretty good.
Do you tap it?
Yeah.
It's
tap.
just like
The thing is that, the thing about those sort of games, it's great because that feeling. The first Doodle Jump, the original Doodle Jump, is great as well, and I love the fact they kept introducing new levels and stuff. That is actually really good fun.
Crashed. Fuck off. Yeah. Oh my god.
I don't want to put. I think we should finish Octodad.
No, this is.
Are we
This,
done?
Get out of my way.
the viewers can wait.
Oh my god, I'm in first.
Viewers can
And I've
wait.
just passed halfway. Oh, I've just gone mental.
Oh, here we go. He's well up ahead.
Okay,
Don't
one
go
second.
down.
Oh, he's behind me.
Yeah, I know.
Oh shit, he went through. Yeah. Oh, he went through. Ah!
This is so intense.
Oh my god.
Come on.
Oh no! Go away, Gemma. Oh my god.
Notification didn't stop him.
I'm almost through.
When will this race end?
I've got to be. Oh, it's the finish line! Yeah! Screw you, Laura Perez 227, Gia 250, and
Oh.
Sweetie 4000.
Oh, that was intense, man.
That was incredible.
Yeah, everyone please download Doodle Race, because that was actually.
I'm sure there'll be a review of
Yeah.
a train game.
That's definitely a train game, although you can't play
You
that
can't
on
play
the
out on the train.
train.
It requires an internet connection.
And also, how intense would that be on the train? Everyone would be looking at you, the guy sitting on the edge of his seat, going, "Yes, come on!" tapping the screen.
It's definitely the real person element, because
That's
someone else is sitting on
fantastic.
their sofa.
When I was watching you play that originally, I thought it was just an Angry Bird
I
clone.
thought it was a Flappy Bird. Yeah,
A Flappy Bird clone, yeah.
Flappy Bird hack.
That's crazy.
It's nice. All right.
So we go from the mobile excitement to the AAAs. I know,
Yeah.
Alec, man, what have you been playing? What have you been repping?
I
Lay it down. Tell
I
me.
have been-
Tell me, man. Just lay it down.
just lay it
Tell
down.
me.
Just lay it down.
Amen, brother. Tell me what you've been playing.
I've been playing Dark
Amen.
Souls 2.
Amen.
I've been playing Dark Souls 2.
Kennigan,
which,
amen.
Amen.
Nice. There was so much soul in that. Amen. That was the whitest amen I've ever
I
heard.
got soul, but I got a soldier. I got soul, but I ain't got no dark souls.
That was dreadful.
I know.
I never played Dark Souls 1, but Steve did.
I've got to step out for Robert's rhyme. From that.
Oh yeah, you've really got something to.
Yeah, so Kalius Steve Riley was
played
a
Dark
big
Souls
advocate
1.
of Dark Souls 1.
He loved Dark Souls 1, and I never got around to playing it because it sounded really difficult, so I didn't bother playing it. And when he was playing it, I was waiting for the Xbox One to come out, so I didn't really bother. And obviously it came out way before the Xbox One, but Steve was late to pick it up. So I bought Dark Souls 2 on a whim because it was £31 on shop2.net with free next day delivery, which is my sort of company.
That's your bag.
That is my thing. So I bought it, and it's incredible. I mean, it's the hardest game I've ever played in my life, and I die every 5
Have
seconds.
you played Flappy Birds?
Alright, it's the second hardest game I've ever played in my life, and I die every 5 seconds, much like Flappy Birds. And I suck at it so bad, but then, because I'm so dreadful at it, whenever I do something really good, or I kill a boss, or I get through to another level, it's like the most euphoric sense you've ever had. It's almost like winning a, what was that called? Doodle Jump Races.
Doodle Jump Race.
Almost as good as winning a Doodle Jump Race, but instead you get to be a knight in shining armour and you kill zombies, and zombies are my favourite thing.
So what have you chosen for your class?
I chose a knight, I think, or a warrior. I don't remember. Basically, I chose the one that looked the best. And there was...
You're so superficial.
I'm so fickle, it's unreal.
You're so superficial, brother.
There was... What's that from?
Nothing.
Oh, that is just you.
It's just a funny voice.
I thought that was a...
Just a funny voice.
I thought that was a... That's a really good show.
Just a funny voice.
I thought it was from a film, so I'm just going to carry on through that one. And what was I talking about?
Dark Souls 2.
But what was I talking
How
about?
you
Dark
choose
Souls?
your
Oh,
character
how I
based
chose
on
my
how it
character.
looks.
Yeah, so he looked really cool, so I chose that one. And but then I always do that. I always choose the one that looks coolest, but he's always the worst. And leveling up is just a pain in my ass at the moment because I didn't know what to level up. So I went for the classic strength and HP because I thought that'd be good. But then it turns out I ignored dexterity and aptitude, and there was one more, vitality. So it means that I couldn't carry very much, and I was wondering why my guy was like walking really slow. And I was like, he must be over encumbered. So I started dropping all of my items, like dropping all these expensive items. Like, oh my god, he must still be over encumbered. What's happening? And I got so pissed off that I googled it, and I'd already lost those items. They were long gone. So yeah.
That was because you hadn't got your...
Because I hadn't put the aptitude, or it was one of those, vitality, something like that. I hadn't put that up high enough. It was like 4, whereas my strength was like 20, and so was dexterity. And
So
I was
did you
already
just
level
start again?
60.
Or?
No, I just, from now on, I'm just focusing on that.
Oh, okay.
I'm level 71, 72
Whoa.
now.
That's quite high.
I know, it is quite high, and I've only had it like 4 days. I think it's quite easy to get up to high levels as long as if you hoard your souls. I wrote an article on how to survive in Dark Souls 2, and there's 1 or 2 useful tips in there.
Where can you find that article?
On the I'm Playing website.
And what's that again?
You've not heard of I'm Playing?
I haven't heard of that.
Rob, have you heard of I'm Playing?
Vaguely.
Vaguely.
Passing comments.
I'm surprised.
Oh,
because-
Rob! I've got Dark Souls 2, but I can't do it. I wish there was a place I could go to find out how to do better at Dark Souls 2.
I was on the train the other day and these guys were talking about this thing that might just be what you're looking for.
Oh, really? Tell me.
It was some magical place. They were saying, I'm playing. It might be your answer.
I'm playing?
Wow, guys, you're talking about the I'm Playing website, in which I co-created with a few other friends.
Oh my god, it's co-founder Alec Ward, aka Alex Pillick. How did you find us?
Well, I was just here because you mentioned I'm Playing, like the spirit of Christmas and Easter.
Wow! www.playin.co.com
UK.
.uk. .co.uk.
.co.uk.
Oh man,
That's-
I'm playing .co.uk.
That's where you can find the that wasted like 5 minutes, I feel.
That's the point.
But don't put a G in there because I'm playing.
I'm Playing, yeah,
You're
we
playing-
dropped the G and there's no grammar on the I'm because
Grammar's for losers. And
grammar
people
is for losers.
People have finished school.
RuneScape was such a good game. But apart from that, grammar is for losers, apart from me, because I edit quite a few of the articles and grammar is very important. So kids, grammar.
Now we know.
Now you know. I'm playing.co.uk and grammar are 2 key things about life. So if you're stuck on Dark Souls 2, head to www.implaying.co.uk and check out my article about how to survive in Dark Souls 2. There's a bit of good advice in there, but most of it is just complete and utter crap.
So let me down. I don't want to. Let's not lay it all out. But give me some of the tips. Well,
Some of the tips.
Give me your golden. Give me your golden. Maybe not the golden goose, but give me your silver goose. How
So
can I
my
survive?
silver goose would be to hoard. No. Okay, no. My golden goose, my silver goose would be to bank your souls.
Okay, now what does
So-
that mean?
Basically, in Dark Souls, the commodity is souls. So instead of gold,
Okay.
if you want to buy things, you use souls. But souls are also used to level up.
How would I obtain these souls?
You obtain souls by killing people, or not people, monsters and bad guys and bosses, as well as you can collect little soul shards and like you crush the shard and like an epic sort of reach for the stars, like Boyzone, reach for the stars, bring it in, and you crush the shard.
Do you suck the souls in?
And you suck the souls in like some sort of soul shape.
So is that a Dyson or a Henry? What's the?
Does a boss give you more than one soul?
Bosses give you lots of souls. Everything gives you more than one soul. I don't think anything gives you one soul.
Just how does that even
like
make
multiple
sense?
souls, like up to thousands of souls you
Okay.
can have.
Okay.
And the bigger the boss, the more souls you get, and you also get a bigger boss. My voice went funny. A bigger boss soul shard at the end of it, and it will give you like 30,000 soul shards.
Wow. So bank your souls.
Yeah. So what I'm saying is, when you die on Dark Souls 2, you'll lose all your souls. So you have 30,000 souls and you die. You lose those 30,000 souls. You go back to 0. You then respawn at your latest bonfire, which is like a checkpoint. And from there, you then have to try and work your way back to where you died so you can recollect the souls that you lost. If you die on the way there, those 30,000 souls will be lost, you'll respawn at another bonfire, and then you'll have to find the 200, 300 souls that you gained on the way there.
Do you have to find bonfires, or can you make bonfires?
You find bonfires, you can't make them. They're dotted around the game.
Right.
So what I suggest is, if you're standing in front of a big misty door, usually that means there's a boss on the other side. If you're on your own and you don't have that much life, what I'd say is go back to the bonfire, bank your souls, level yourself up, buy a cool piece of armor or a cool sword or something. Do that, because then if you go and you die, you lose 100, 200 souls, whereas otherwise you might have lost 6,000 or 7,000.
When you see a misty door.
When you see a misty door.
Also, my favourite porn star's name.
Misty door.
Misty door.
That's horrendous.
Oh.
I mean, what porn are you watching?
Some
That's not a question. That's
some
not
dark,
like
some dark shit.
some misty shit.
Some dark souls.
Dark Souls 2. But yeah, so that's what I've been playing, Dark Souls 2, and I love it.
Neat.
It is neat.
Neat.
I think I've got a Robert's rhyme.
Okay, we'll
Do we do that halfway, or do we do that?
Should we do... Okay, can you tell me the rhyme? Yeah, give us the rhyme.
Alright.
Because stop banging stuff.
So you need a
Stop
beat.
banging your hands, stop banging your
I
phone.
know a beat.
Oh Christ! I shouldn't have asked. I don't know how to do a beat.
It's fine. I'm not gonna put too much emphasis into it. But
Is this going to be really awkward?
it's based on new gen gaming,
So it's going to be really awkward.
and it'll link into something that you want to say later on.
Okay.
So
Later on or now? Because surely it'd be better if we said it after the rhyme.
I'll talk about it now.
Yeah,
Okay.
whenever. So the rhyme is: I don't have next gen, ain't played it at all, but as soon as I do, I'll be on Titanfall. From PlayStation 4 to Xbox One, I'll be definitely playing some Second Son.
That's nice.
That was
That's
actually
nice.
quite
That
good.
was actually
yeah.
that was actually quite impressive. Did you just write that down?
I did. I wrote that.
Say it again in a Brian Blessed voice.
Brilliant.
I don't have. Gordon's alive.
I don't have next gen! I can play it all! But as soon as I do, I'll be on Titan 4! From PlayStation 4 to Xbox One, I'll definitely be playing some Second Son!
Fly!
Fly! Gordon's alive! That was actually pretty good.
That was actually really impressive. And do you know what that leads on to? The
What do-
announcement of our competition. Competition.
Stop banging stuff.
Competition Part 2, Return of the Competition.
Return of the man. Yeah, so here at I'm Playing, we love to do two things.
Play games.
Play games and give games away. We don't love to give games away,
No,
but
we sometimes we give
sometimes
games
do.
away.
So for those who remember, those who are fans of the website, maybe you're new, maybe not. When we first revealed our new website, we had the opportunity for someone to win a next-gen launch game. And someone did. Someone chose to win Assassin's Creed on the Xbox One. They were very pleased with it. It was fantastic.
We also sent them a poster because we're such.
They also had an I'm Playing poster, and two runners-up also received the poster. We are very happy to announce that we are running another competition.
We are this time around for Easter. I think the competition closes.
Yes.
Easter Monday.
The
For those of you that don't do Easter, it's like
21st.
Yeah.
21st.
21st of April is the closing date for our competition, and we are giving you the opportunity, or the chance, to win a copy of Titanfall on the Xbox One,
Or or Second Son on the PS4.
which we did a review of on the I'm Playing website.
Yeah, so I played Second Son. It's fantastic. Comrade's played Titanfall. He thinks it's fantastic. And one of you lucky guys has the opportunity to win it. And how can they win this, Alec?
Well, winning is incredibly simple. All you have to do is head to our Twitter account, which is @I'm_playing.
That's right.
Well, no G, PLAYIN. And you, either favourite and retweet any tweet that has to do with the competition. And you also follow the I'm Playing Twitter account, because how else are you going to know if you've won? Of course. God.
Go on.
And then, if you fancy, it'd be awful nice. Depending on which game you want to win, if you send us either which superpower you would love to have where you're a superhero, or the name of a Titan, the name that you would give your Titan if you had a Titan, and then you tweet it at us, then our favourite ones we're going to make a article out of.
We are.
Maybe you should give some examples. What would your guys...
What would my...
superpower and name of Titan from...
Oh, that was going to be my question.
But
Can
we'll save it to the end then. What else I was going to say, as well as heading to the Twitter account, also go to our Facebook
You can
page
do the
at
Facebook too.
www.implaying.com www.facebook.com/implaying, where once again, like our Facebook page,
Twitter
share...
account. Like our Twitter account.
and Facebook page.
Yeah.
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 Like either one. Please like
Whichever you
them.
want. Like them
And
both.
then you can share and comment on the Facebook post as well as comment on I'm Playing, letting us know what you would call your Titan or what your second son infamous superpower would be. And later on, stay tuned to hear what we select to be ours.
But if you go to www.implaying.co.uk tomorrow, which is Wednesday, which is when this podcast is going out, we're going to be posting information on how to enter the competition on the website. So if you missed any of that, or we didn't make any sense, because most of the time we don't, then just read through that, and that will probably make more sense.
Fantastic.
So
I'll tell you what, we did a very good job of that.
I think we did a brilliant job.
Did a very good job.
Conrad who?
Conrad who? Let's go on some news, because we're in a fortunate situation now for those who listen. So we normally record the podcast a week early, just so we have time. We'll record it on a Friday. We normally post it on a Wednesday, but we're actually recording it the day before now, so it gives us the opportunity to talk about some really, really, really recent news.
Yep.
Oh
my god.
Oh my god.
He just swallowed a fly.
It's so recent.
he choked on the recentness.
Choked on the recentness. So I want to just rattle off some news items that I want to get you guys' opinions of.
Oh my god, are you okay?
Want some water?
Yeah, get me some water.
Do we need a segue?
No, so, God, if I wasn't careful, I could have been sleeping with the fishes. Speaking of gangsters,
Oh god.
was that good?
That was a pretty...
GTA 5 is apparently coming.
Is it definite or is it rumoured?
I think it's rumoured at the moment. It's like according to.
Yeah.
So
wow.
let me just Google it here for a second. But it's rumoured at the very least. GTA 5 is apparently coming to the Xbox One and PS4.
Amazing.
Which, yeah, but would you guys get this again though? That's the
Hell
thing.
yes.
You would?
I absolutely love GTA, especially playing it online with all you guys. I know I can't play it online.
It's a rumour. I just want to say it is.
It's a rumour, is it? Why would they do this? Thank you. Why would they? Oh, I hate rumours. I like truths.
But I mean, as a rumour in general, it's an interesting fact. I don't think I would buy it again.
Really?
No, because I enjoyed it. Why would I? I played it so much on the other one.
But then there's so much that we didn't get to do. Like, we didn't get to do the heists, and I mean, that's it. We didn't get to do the heists.
Yeah, but I've now got a PS4, so I wouldn't be able to do it with all you guys anyway.
True. You could do it with Steve. Oh yeah, true. You could do it with Steve.
You have to do it. You'd have to do it with.
Exactly. That's like, it's not a positive. That's like the dragging.
There's so many other games at the moment that I want to play. I just don't know. I don't think I would buy it again.
I think for me, the deciding factor would be what games are coming out at the same time. So if they did release it in, say, late 2014 or early 2015, if there are other games that I think look either better or as good, I'd probably get them instead. Just because I've already played GTA, I've been there, I've done that. I think I'd rather a new experience. But then if it's coming out in the middle of, like, Dynasty Warriors, nobody plays that. Nobody likes Dynasty Warriors. If it's coming out in the middle of Dynasty Warriors, probably Dynasty Warriors 8? Is that the next Dynasty Warriors? I don't know, they've done so many.
Alex looks across the table very sternly.
This is the narrator.
Mate, Dynasty Warriors is available now on Xbox, on PS4 and Vita, but I'm not going to get the Vita because I want to have all those enemies on screen at once. Okay, I'm going to finish this podcast.
I'm going to finish the... Oh, right, okay.
I'm going to go upstairs.
Right
No, I'm going to go upstairs and I'm going to...
fill a sock up with coins and beat you.
Wow.
I was going to say I was going to download Dynasty Warriors 8. That got really dark.
Which one sounds like most fun?
They kind of both sound
Yeah,
fun.
I mean, they both...
Yeah.
Maybe you could... Well, it's not going to download straight away. You could probably just beat
Yeah, while
with
it's
the coins,
downloading.
with the sock coin.
That solves a lot of the viewers like what to do, why downloading a new game.
But that is an interesting point. So that I really want to play Dynasty Warriors 8, but for a couple of reasons. One, because I just love Dynasty Warriors as just a game to come out and I'm feeling a bit stressed. There's nothing better to come home and just wail on hundreds of enemies as the Chinese war god, you know. But also because I want to see how it develops into next gen, because Dynasty Warriors was great and there was always loads of enemies on screen. Now I want to see the ability to have hundreds of enemies on screen and just, you know, go through all of them. That's why I don't want to get on Vita, because I've played on Vita.
Yeah.
And that is the thing about Grand Theft Auto. It pushed the last gen's capabilities so much. It was unbelievable. I don't want to see it necessarily on the next gen, because it defined what the old consoles could do. I mean, when... Couldn't go and do it, so...
That was loud.
When I sorted that out on the when I saw it on the Xbox, I was blown away by the level of detail, and it's just it's going to take away some of it.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Actually, it's just going to be, it's going to feel an awful lot like you're playing an Xbox 360 or a PS3 game on your next gen console, which I guess isn't a bad thing for some people, but I'd imagine it's the sort of game that had you not played it on the 360 or the PS3, you'd definitely get it on the next gen. I feel like Rob's going to say something.
Yeah. You was waiting for you to say
Take a
something.
breath. I don't know, with Dynasty Warriors. Dynasty Warriors, I think it's always... It's a great game to own. Just because it's such a good break game. Because there's no real depth to the game, there's no intense
It's a dip in
storylines.
and dip out game.
It's like, I would rate it with sort of Skate and stuff like that one, so you don't really have to think too much, you can just have a great time playing it. But me and Alex both had the same sort of first experience of Dynasty Warriors with a copy of a PS2 version. I think it was Dynasty Warriors 4.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Before, and we fell in love pretty quickly. But what I think makes
With each other or with Dynasty Warriors 4?
well, we did bond over the game, but it was it was definitely
Brotherly
the game.
love.
Brotherly love. I think what makes Dynasty Warriors so great is the range of it's one of the only games I know which has the amount of character range. So there's at least over 40 characters to players, all with they have similar weapons, but everyone's got individual weapons. There's like nunchucks, weird claw things, swords. So anyone has a character they can either identify with or they would want to be. So what I like, there's a character called Joe Yu. Quite like him. He's in the Wu family, and he uses like he changes. He had a sort of a sort of a fighting pole.
Oh yeah,
and
with
he
the
has
sword on.
and he has like a big sword. They change up throughout the games. They've
Joe, you just have a big sword. He has a stick.
in one of the games he has a big sword.
Oh, okay. And in the new ones, he has a stick.
Yeah, he has his staff. But like, that's immature, Alec. And I just think it's a great game for everyone to play. Anyone can pick up and go, all right, that character looks cool. I'm going to play as that character. And yeah, there's not much to think. It's a great community game.
And you can create your own character as well, can't you? In most of the games.
They cut Dynasty Warriors 4 had that ability, and they cut it out. But I know with the PS Vita version, I believe they've brought that back, and I think it's something you should bring back because I understand why they didn't have it in because those who have played it and don't know, it's actually really close to history. They've stuck to it. Most of the characters existed, and they're even sort of honoured in some Chinese households for that. They're like really there's like really famous warriors and such, and all the battles are based on true events. So I understand why they didn't want you to create your own character because you're meant to play as these people from history. But I think it's a good character just as a side, just to
be able to have your own little character.
Yeah, it's a section of customization, which I think most games should have an area of that.
An element of, yeah. That's what I liked about the GTA, in the fact that you had the set characters for the story, but then you could create your own character and sort of like build your own story in the online version, which I thought was pretty cool. So what other news do you have to throw at us, Alex?
Well, our good friend Peter Molyneux. He's not our good friend. He's everyone's good friend.
True.
He's like the.
He's like the drunk uncle that sometimes turns up at Christmas parties.
Yeah, he comes up at Christmas parties promising he's going to get you that toy you've always wanted, and then when it turns up, it's sort of like one of them like phones that you can like call a cow, and it goes moo, and you're like,
yeah, and you dial, and it's like hello,
and you sort of go, I'm 20 years old now. I don't need this. But Peter Molyneux, the fantastic lad he is, made a statement which is on the net, and it's actually something that I have been saying for a while now. He's said that Xbox, he thinks that they will bring out a connectorless Xbox bundle, reduce the price down to £400 to compete with Sony. Now, I've been saying this for ages, so whether that makes me better than Peter Molyneux, that's not for me to say.
That's for everyone
That's
else.
for everyone else to think.
No.
But I think, I mean, he's mental. We can't really think, like, there's no, like, industry inside. But I think it's an interesting point that it's newsworthy. I think the fact that people are sharing it is perhaps, there might be a want for people to have it because then they can buy an Xbox at the same price for it. And I think he was saying that he doesn't use it that much. He says silly things doesn't work. And I think we were talking about earlier on about when we talk about the Kinect a lot, and you make a very you make a every time you make a point of saying you use it all the time, which is really cool. And we were saying earlier on, but they haven't got any games for it yet. And it almost does seem silly how they've made everyone buy it, but then don't give them any games for it. But besides Kinect Sports Heroes, which the demo came out is whenever, and apparently the game's not looking too good anyway.
You say drop down to £400. I was in a said shop.
I'd say, isn't it almost under $400?
$400.
Okay.
Well, I was in a shop yesterday, and I saw Xbox One Titanfall package for $399.
Yeah, I meant $400. I think it's dropped down to $389.
I've seen Xbox bundles for like $370.
But that's great. 'Cause, like, obviously, you might not be going for Xbox because they might be like going, hang on, people aren't prepared to spend that much money. But like competition-wise, I think that people now consider an Xbox a lot more now. It's that.
I think it also goes to show how overpriced it was.
If they can afford to drop that
by like almost £100 or like 60 quid, that's a lot of money to drop. Makes you wonder.
Especially with Titanfall in the package, which on its
like,
own is 55. So
yeah, exactly.
I think they should drop the price. They'd sell so much more, and I think that.
Obviously, they need to drop the price to a level where they're still making a decent enough profit to continue to develop
I think consoles ship at a loss. I think every PS2 ships at a loss.
Yeah.
So I think it's not their end game, is it? If they give you the hardware, then they're going to be able to sell you, over the 8 years or whatever that it's going to go for.
Yeah, true. I guess they've got you for the Xbox Live. Or the PSN, they've got you for the added content, they've got you for the games that they produce.
And then it's the first party consoles, games that come out, that's going to be the big sellers.
Yeah, and they're usually pretty big as well. It's not like they're making Candy Crush. They're making like Titanfall, Halo.
Yeah, exactly. And I think that, fair play, give your consoles the thing cheaper, sell them all the games, Sell them the really cool accessories. Do stuff like Morpheus for the PlayStation, because PlayStation owners will buy Morpheus.
And I think
you can sell that at a massive profit, because I don't know how much that thing's worth. How much is that worth? You know what I mean? I have no idea how much a headset for virtual reality is worth.
No.
I'm going to say it's going to come out at 200.
200?
You really going to be that cheap?
I thought it'd be cheaper.
Some people were saying like the Oculus could be like £1,000. You thought it'd be cheaper, like £100 quid?
I thought it'd be like 150.
I'm not convinced someone, because Oculus, arguably, it's its own thing, right? But if they market it as an accessory,
I don't think people would buy an accessory for the PS4 when it's more expensive than the original console. I don't think people would do that.
Because what if the console price?
Yeah, what if it's $1,000 and the only way you can play it is with a PS4 as well? You have to add on another 400 quid at least.
Then the game.
Plus the games, the controllers.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I guess we'll have to see. I think the dev kits for Oculus are 200 quid.
Yeah.
I have no idea. There's a new one out as well.
I guess as they develop the technology, they'll probably get a bit cheaper.
Facebook just bought Oculus.
Yeah, Facebook also, we covered that in the last podcast.
Did we talk about that?
It's got a lot of heat since then. So, yeah, I think virtual reality is going to be, a subject of a lot more podcasts in the future.
Yeah, definitely. 100%.
We shall see.
Like 10 years, this all will be virtual reality. You'll be watching us with your little headset on.
Yeah, it's going to be wonderful. It's a glorious future. And the other thing, I guess the last point in the news is that Xbox in general are just considering, or they're still considering backward compatibility. I think to rival the likes of PlayStation Now and also Steam and that sort of stuff. I think.
And PlayStation, the PS4 at the moment, that's had a couple games that should have been out on the PS3, haven't they? They've given you a couple games on the PSN.
Yeah.
PS Plus.
Yeah.
Like,
but they're also PS Now, and they're also giving us PS1 and PS2 games on the PS4 as well. But so my question, if you could, so when that ticks on, we're going to end with a few questions now. When that ticks on, you can play your 360 games. So what's the first disc you're going to put in the one and then give it a go again?
On my 360,
Yeah.
old 360 games, Dark Souls.
Okay, yeah.
Straight away. And if GTA hasn't been released, then GTA.
Cool.
Yeah, those two for me. And maybe Left 4 Dead.
Left-
Definitely Left 4 Dead.
Yeah, I think Left 4 Dead will be my one.
Yeah.
I think Left 4 Dead will be mine. Crackdown for you, isn't it, Rob?
Crackdown and
They're making a Crackdown 3 for the Xbox One.
I am aware.
We talked about this.
So
once.
if they said right 2 games to put in an Xbox, I would go Crackdown 2. And honestly, a game like I always take it out of my
Do you think the
DVD.
answer?
No, I always take it out of my games tray, and I'm like, I used to be so good at it, I'm just lost it.
Kizzle.
Skate 3.
Oh,
Skate 3 is a good game.
I used to be so good at skate. I used to think I was amazing, and I used to know the tricks. And now I put it in the other day. I was like, all I can do is push.
Yeah.
and I sort of I press Y, I hold onto my board, I fall over. Like I was winning online competitions, and now there's no chance. So if I was stuck to my chair and made to play a game, I would try and get back to the level of Skate 3 I was happy with.
How about you? No, you've done
Left 4 Dead, yeah. And so the other question is then, let's do this. So Titanfall, in honour of our competition, what would you call a Titan and what would your superpower be?
Alec asks, although Alex asks.
Or Alec asks. You can ask me. I'll ask you, you ask me.
Yeah, go on then. So I'll answer yours first.
Yeah, he's asked.
If I had to call my Titan anything, I would call it something ironic like squishy or tiny. Probably squishy. I like squishy. And superpower would have to be telekinesis.
Telekinesis.
Every time. Telekinesis. Because you can do anything. You can lift anything, you can fly.
Yep.
You can do all of the powers apart from like ice and fire. But then you could like trap a fireball with telekinesis. So yeah, telekinesis every time.
So my Titan will be called the Nutcracker in honour of Steve Riley, who's got an allergy.
Oh, okay.
And also because I want to, pound some
Pounds of
Pounds
nuts.
of nuts.
and also it's got a classical taste because of the ballet. So it's very.
I did that at primary
very
school.
philosophical.
I was a rat.
My superpower, and this is a power in Infamous. I would say normally I say invisibility because I want to spy on people. Or
Creepy.
Yeah. But it would be the ability to. So Infamous, people that haven't played it before, I just want to say, is they don't have superpowers necessarily like super strength. You can control elements. So neon, smoke. And one of the powers of Infamous is concrete, the ability to control concrete. And I think the more I think about it, the more I would have that. Because everywhere in the world you go, there's going to be concrete in the modern world.
Yeah.
And you just take it from the ground. You can create bridges. You can create structures. You can fly with concrete because you can hold it up and like push yourself along.
True.
You can guard the ground. It's going to be crazy. And I think that would be actually a really good, bloody good power.
Yeah. Who would want to be a superhero in the rainforest?
Exactly. I can bring some concrete with me. I'll carry it in a rucksack.
Yeah, true. Yeah. How about you, Rob?
Oh, rock. Just rock. That that sort of thing.
True.
Just rock.
The element of rock.
Yeah.
Me with my Titan name, I too would go to comedy. I think that's the go-to. And I was thinking that's a pretty sort of like Optimus Digestifus or some kind of Activia.
Activia related
with Transformers / Activia. So Optimus Digestifus.
Nice.
And super.
Because by the time I'm finished with you, you won't feel bloated anymore.
Because you'll be fucking dead.
And then superpowers. I always say transformation. Because if you want to fly, turn into an eagle. Strength, turn into a bear.
True.
But I've seen Frozen, and I've seen what ice powers can be. Like
Ice Power does look pretty sick.
ice power, like she is a badass. Who hasn't seen Disney's Frozen?
I watched it the other
Well,
day.
I'll tell you what, this has been very enlightening. Alec wants to control stuff with his mind. I want to control the element of rock. And Rob wants to build himself a nice little palace and have a lovely dress
Yeah. Made of
to
ice.
fly around with. And I think that's just so telling, Rob, of your personality.
It's quite touching.
Well, I won't say my opinion. Just let it go.
Oh!
Is that
Yeah, it's a song
from the film?
From the film. Oh, okay, that was very good.
Yeah. Not as good as his rhyme. But
We've managed to,
Just finish it.
But we've managed to ramble on for a while now. It's time to bring this episode 11 to a close. I've been me, but we're going to do that in a sec.
Yep.
Please continue to check out the website at www.impayin.co.uk. I got it right that time.
You did.
Go to Facebook at www.facebook.com/I'mPlaying. You can find us on Twitter at I'm_playing. And please remember our competition. Details will go up on the website tomorrow. Which is Wednesday, the 9th? Wednesday the 9th of April. Check us out on YouTube at I'm Playing TV. Check us out on Twitch. Check us out on Mixcloud, where these podcasts also go up every Wednesday. Check out our newsletter. Check out us everywhere you can
I think we pretty much have it. Do we have a Google Plus?
But probably. Yeah, we do actually, yeah. Check out everywhere you see I'm Playing. Spread the word. Tell your friends. And if you're interested in writing for us, then just drop us a line at info@implaying.co.uk. And we'll very much like to look forward to that. I've been joined today by Alec Ward, aka Alex Philip.
Thanks for having me.
Once again, our guests help us out, which is Robert Nicol, aka Muddy Mud Rob.
Always a pleasure.
Always a pleasure indeed. Thank you very much. And I've been the other one of your hosts, Alex Nicol, aka Think Bad Monkey, and from all of us in the studio,
Thanks.
goodbye.